It seems like today's RPGs are full of fast-paced, action-packed battles where every attack and decision is made on the spot, and the days of having to make clutch decisions in order to win battles with your last person left standing are over. But thanks to miHoYo, you can enjoy these types of close-call tactical fights once more with Honkai Star Rail. Honkai Star Rail is the latest game to be released from miHoYo, also known as Hoyoverse, creators of Honkai 3rd Impact and the super popular, more well-known Genshin Impact. If you played either of these games, you'll notice a lot of similarities with these games' systems and menus. A few examples are like how Adventure Rank and World Level in Genshin are called Trailblazer Level and Equilibrium in Star Rail. Instead of wishes, there are warps, and the menu layouts and commands are pretty much identical. This isn't a bad thing though, as people moving from one game to the next will easily be able to pick up what they are doing in the game without getting lost, and each system is introduced as you progress in level, so if this is your first time jumping in, you shouldn't get lost. There are a couple of other similarities I'll come across as we dive into the main gameplay, so let's go ahead and jump in. Unlike Genshin 3rd Impact and Tower of Fantasy, which are all multiplayer action RPGs, Honkai Star Rail is a single-player turn-based RPG. We can kind of play with other players by selecting a character to put in a pool, and then another player will be able to use that character as part of their own party. For example, if they need a strong character with a certain elemental affinity, they can pick from our list. Each character will have an elemental affinity that will be needed to break enemy shields. These are physical, fire, ice, lightning, wind, quantum, and imaginary. The main character is physical attack based, but we can change them out in parties that we form if we need to. We can still defeat enemies without breaking the shields, but with the shield broken, the enemy is stopped for one turn, and we can do more damage. Before going into combat, we can see the enemies we have to fight, and can attack first to deal some extra damage at the start. There are some techniques that can be used outside of battle that will cause certain enemy debuffs or party buffs. Parties are made up of 4 characters, and each character has 2 actions in combat that can be used. This can be a basic attack or a skill. There is an ultimate meter that charges while fighting, and that can be activated at any time during the battle. When the ultimate is activated, we get a cool character cutscene that I personally haven't gotten tired of seeing. With it being turn-based and single player, it gives Hoyo the ability to take their time and make the ultimate animations as long as they need to, although none of them have felt like they have wasted my time yet. I'll go a bit deeper into combat in another video. We level the characters up with items we get from battles, chests, and warp pools. The items are similar to the ones in Genshin, like books, pages, and etc. If any of this info has been useful so far, let me know in the comments and consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. It'll let me know to keep making content for this game. I mentioned wishes and warps earlier. While playing the game the normal JRPG way, stealing and looting everything we can find, we will be able to complete things that give us Stellar Jade. We get them from completing achievements, quests, opening chests, as well as purchasing them outright if you want to. We then trade the Stellar Jade into the store for warp tickets or special warp tickets. Then we use the warp tickets to hopefully get new characters to use. If a character doesn't drop, it will usually be a light cone, which is similar to weapons in the other games. Light cones will have additional attributes as well as passive effects that will really help in battle. Every 10 pulls guarantees 1 4-star character or light cone. After our first 300 pulls, we get the opportunity to choose between one of the 5-star characters available at the time, but that's only a one-time thing. There is a beginner warp pool that will allow you to get 50 pulls for 40 warp tickets with a guaranteed 5-star within those 50 warps. You can easily get 40 warp tickets in the first few hours of the game for free, so don't worry about trying to pay any money for that stuff. Doing the warps aren't the only way to get characters though. Some characters unlock as you progress through the main story. The story is actually pretty vast, and with it being space related, it seems like something that can actually be endless with us jumping from different planets. The main character has a pretty cool vibe and isn't really a silent protagonist. You can talk to just about everyone in Honkai Star Rail, and in some cases, there are fun dialogue choices that we get to pick from. Our character speaks with the rest of the characters that we come across regularly in the form of text messages and group chats, and it's actually pretty entertaining to take part in and see how the characters will respond to the dialogue options that we choose. It's actually pretty amazing the amount of care that was put into the characters that people may not even talk to. There are also a ton of books and reading materials to pick up and add to your archive that further expands upon the lore and backstory of Star Rail. I'm looking forward to seeing where this story will go. Right now, Honkai Star Rail is in closed beta with a release date in April. Let me know in the comments if you guys plan on jumping onto the Star Rail Express train, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.